And we're rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Let's come in for a take.
Take me home. Country roads.
Taking the piss. In a nice way.
Take me home.
Do you want to take the lead on this one?
Okay. Take me home, country roads. It's me, Autumn Moon.
Emphasis on cunt. I'm Ariana Grindr.
And you're listening to Glamazon Prime.
Nice! Wait, this is a very special bonus episode. We are here out of drag again. But listen.
They're gonna start getting used to it.
Let's get used
Don't
to
do it.
So basically, we're going to be in full High Hortina drag in video every Friday. Wednesday's bonus episodes are only in audio. We like to put it in your ear. But today, you know what? We have it all set up. We might as well give it to them.
Do it.
Put it in your eye. Nice. Wait. So don't be into this.
I leave blue. I leave the blue now.
And the rest. 2 likes and I'll put this cactus up my arse. Nice. Wait, well, it's a bonus episode today. We're usually only in audio land, so it's good to see you all.
Nice to see me, isn't it? Keep stealing your line. Keep stealing
well,
that.
Listen, that's your own business. It's a woman's prerogative to repurpose material. Come here to me. Did I tell you I got robbed?
No. Did someone steal your jokes? That sounds unlikely.
No, I got robbed.
What happened?
I went to England.
Okay.
And I bought. So I'm doing talc. We're going talc free because I don't want the big C.
Clown lung.
Cancer.
Oh.
Clown lung. Yeah, that one. So, but well, it's the same thing.
T.
Clown lung causes cancer.
Let's have that conversation.
Yeah. Who's having that conversation?
Big Circus isn't ready to talk about it just yet.
You know who's not having that conversation? Us, because I'm changing the subject. Money messing. Nice. Right. So basically, I'm trying to get talc. So I spent extra on my setting powder. It's like an extra 5 or 6, 7 quid to get the
that
talc
should
free.
help.
Very much the talc free version. So I'm going talc free because I use a lot of powder and I don't want to be inhaling all that mess. And apparently talc is going to be illegal in the EU by 2027.
Yeah, and we were smothering babes in it for decades.
Do you know what I mean?
Let's have that conversation.
Let's
Big
have
Pharma.
that conversation.
The Illuminati, the humanoid reptilians are at the gig.
They're very much. So anyway, I was looking for a translucent powder, but a white based one, that I could just like highlight all of my highlight or powder down all my highlights and bake the highlights and under the cut creases or the contours and stuff, and up here and all the messing. And I was like, finding it so hard to find a talc free white coloured translucent powder. I was like, oh grand.
Because they're invisible. They're translucent, you can't see them.
Can't see them, but they're translucent. And I'm an ally to the translucent community. They're very much. Platform their voices.
Platform 9 3/4.
Platform 9 3/4 their voices. So I went and I ordered this thing on England and it was like 20 quid and I ended up getting like 20% off or 10% off. I was delighted with my little self because I was just like
I slide with my little self.
the very
okay,
much. Now obviously there was the postage or whatever grand, but it came out, it was just under 20 quid and I was like, this is going to be great. It's going to last me a long time. The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
How long?
It was like a fucking tester pot. The little Ingla bastard. It was about this fucking wide, this fucking size, and the actual product in it was even like smaller. And I'm like, 20 fucking. I got robbed.
What you meant to set with that? Yeah, fucking Mickey.
Do you know what I mean? It wouldn't cover the Mickey mic. I was snapping fume. Now I haven't used the product yet, so I can't tell you how good or bad the product is. Well,
yeah,
I want to be
for
fucking
that price,
good.
now, I think someone might give in. That sounds like a fuck up. You cannot charge €20 for that.
You would hope.
Post be kidding me.
It was like 13 or 14 quid, but then the postage and packing.
Oh, right.
But then there was discounts as
still.
well. But like it came to just under 20 quid for that tiny little
Well, do you know what you could do?
white powder.
Buy a load of bottles of baby powder, Johnson's & Johnson's, before they ban it. And stockpile that and just use that. Because even when it's banned, then you'll still have it.
I don't want, the whole point is I don't want the big C. It's my own business.
So, yeah, classist. That's what you're saying.
I'm what?
So, classist.
Yeah, I'm classist.
Us drag queens that need to get clown loan. What? You ever heard of this?
Yeah.
Oh no, I never. You know, I never used it. I remember in college they told us you can use baby powders. I remember people doing it around me, and I didn't know anything about it, but I was just like, that can't be good for you. That's so perfumey.
I've used that as setting powder for years.
Actual baby powder.
Just actual baby powder. I get the night powder because it has like lavender in it.
That's
and
why
it
you
smells
got such a
lovely.
baby face.
My playing age is 5. Yeah, but I love the smell of it. I got the nighttime powder and
Yeah, it smells lovely.
And I would literally clouds in my room. like fucking Hiroshima.
And
Mushroom
that was
clouds.
before you took out the talcum powder.
Hey,
Mate.
that's me own business. And yeah, no, wild. But now I'm like, no more talc. We're not doing that, mama. But I get me airspun powder on Amazon.
Yeah.
Stunning and gorgeous. Shout airspun friend of the pod. But the
I
talc
think
free
it's
version
a
is more
little
expensive.
bit dewy. I think I'm a shock horror. I'm a big like man, right? And I do be sweating sometimes.
You
It
do.
happens.
The GB daytime and the GB nighttime.
And I find that I need to look. There needs to be shine in the right places and look. You know, Julian. But I need to be Miss Sahara Davenport. I need to be dry with oceans of powder waiting to grasp any little bitch that comes out of these little sweat glands, mama.
Much.
I need to be dusty.
And does airspun not do that for you?
No, I find there's a bit of a sheen in it, and I'm like, oh no, the baseline can't be sheen. Not for a setting powder. Not in this drag house, mama.
Allow me to play devil's advocate. What do you use?
Well, I Miss Krylan.
Miss Krylan
Gets me together. Just the big grey. Yeah, setting powder. That big jar.
And I was
Ronnie
looking
Drew
at
used
that,
it on his beard, and I love it.
Not to ruin Christmas.
Taltina.
Because I wanted it.
Well, I'll die for my art.
Listen, happy Christmas. And I'm just a fake fan, so.
No, but also.
But listen,
I don't use it often.
I
don't drive much. I don't.
Come 2027 when it's illegal in the EU, they're gonna be forced.
They'll reformulise or whatever.
Yeah. I'll wait until then to have nice makeup.
So everybody's gonna go through a bit of a makeup
Tina.
turbulent period
Because
a lot of formulas are gonna change and people they're not gonna interact with other stuff the same.
They're not already.
It's their own business.
That is their own business. Nice, mate.
But yeah, Spookalina, she's coming, girl.
Spookalina.
You're all gonna die up there. Did you ever see Katya's? It's my favourite Katya clip. What? She just turns to the camera and goes, "You're all gonna die up there." It's fucking great. I have that saved as a little gif on my phone.
That's true. That's your own business.
What's your favourite meme? Right now, off the top of your head, 10.
All right. Thank you. So there's Teen Pop sensation Ariana Grindr on Instagram. I don't know if you've heard of her. Deep friend of the pod.
Oh my god, I know mine is.
Unknown indie artist. Am I going to ruin your one? Am I going to take your one?
Maybe.
Is it me being going, oh my god? So basically, I don't know if you ever seen that video of the outfit around Paddy's Day, and
it's fucking gas.
He's been interviewed like by a TV camera, and they're like, "What do you think of Paddy's Day?" He's like, "Oh, I hate all the Americans coming over. Like, oh my god, I love Ireland. All this pants and wants." He does this whole thing, and basically,
he goes, I fucking hate. Oh my god. Oh.
And I remember just thinking ages ago, that actually sounds like me when I go, oh my god, in drag. And one of my little catchphrases, Ariana loves a catchphrase. Like, take a fucking drink every time I do a catchphrase in drag. And she's just like, but I said, that sounds like me. So I saw the video on Paddy's Day, and I was like, I'm going to make a meme out of this. And I just said, absolutely no one. Ariana Grindr, and it was that guy going, oh my god, and you were pissed and you said, tell me to send it to you, and you're like, who made that? And I was like,
the one I said, it just said like Ariana Grindr every 5 minutes or every 5 seconds. I was going, oh my. But I thought someone made it and sent it to you, which made it funnier to me because it was like Ariana Grindr every 5 minutes. I thought someone made it and sent it to you, like mocking you. I was like, he's going to tell me Jill tricks or somebody fucking made this. I am
a militant
howling.
Social media marketer. No, I made that about myself. The very much.
It's fucking great.
So funny. A meme I love as well is that you better not be a cunty such and such when I get there. Me when I get there or whatever. I love that.
You do that a lot with your Ring cameras.
I love.
How do you get all this Ring camera? It must be the app is on your phone.
Yeah. You just go onto the app and then you can record whenever.
I've never seen so much Ring camera footage on you.
Ring profile. That costs extra. Oh my god! Someday I'll do a little.
Oh my god! I love Ireland. You should add that in.
And I'm like, but I love the whole like, you better not be a cunty whatever. Like your one, you better not be a cunty Ariana Grindr impersonator when I get there.
Yeah.
And then it's just you pretending to be me. Nice way. Ariana Tinder. When I go away, when I disappear mysteriously to film a program.
Tinder.
Very much. Ariana Hinge.
Ariana Bumble, and I'll only do like B looks. Black and yellow.
Nice. But listen, when I get on Drag Race, I won't be able to tell anyone, but you'll know because Ariana Tinder will be in Pantybar every Friday.
You go, all of a sudden Ariana grew a beard and her drag got way better. Love it.
Listen, happy Christmas. Listen. Sure, someone in Pantybar was like, Ariana, it's you.
Yeah, absolute fake fan because we're the image. This young one runs up to me like she's new me my whole life. Ariana, blah, 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 something to me. And I was like, what? And she was like, Ariana, blah, 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 blah. Asked me a question. And I was like, I'm not Ariana.
Maybe she just saw on the Instagram page that there was going to be a drag queen called Ariana.
No, the question inferred that you knew each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I was like, you just made a couple of assumptions, none of which are true.
I'm wearing a lace
I was
beard.
just laughing. Yeah, I was like, I glued it down. I was just laughing. I was like, Dad, Nammy, she'll be back in an hour.
That's nice.
Oh my God.
That 1 hour break that I had wasn't even, I didn't feel like a break because the whole time I was doing social media and I should have just, I went up, I took the wig off. I took the wig off, I took the shoes off, let me little corns breathe, and I was like grand. But then the whole time I was like bang 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 Rosie. Bang bang Rosie, Rosie bangs all day. I should have just
bang for Rosie when Rosie bangs away. I bang for Rosie.
Apparently I will because I don't take a fucking 5-minute break.
My first appropriation of top culture on the pod.
Oh, this is a safe space.
It's a big moment. It's a big day, you guys.
Oh my God, I bring tears to a glass eye. Nice. Wait. Yeah.
But so you didn't even relax. That's a scandal and that's a shock and that's a horror.
I won't be fucking.
Although I was just gonna say I'm not fucking surprised anyway.
Yeah, no, listen, militants for my endeavours, but it would be like me.
Did you see Michael D's presidential address to the people of Ireland?
And that was his last one.
I think so.
It was
great.
I don't like a last of anything. I just hate change.
Why can't we keep him for? Also, I'd love if this country was more like. I don't mean like America, but I mean the political structure where the president is the Miss T. Because imagine Michael D as Miss T.
Yeah.
Imagine Michael D could go around doing executive orders. I feel like this would be the utopian place on the planet. If Michael D was actually like Miss Boots in charge.
Yeah, very much.
This would be like the best place to live in the world, I think. But instead we have slaphead and knobhead Ella. And that's their own business.
That is their own business. No, I do love that we live in a country where a house elf can be president. I'll miss that.
Dobby is free. No, love her.
Dobby is a free elf. No, I'll cry.
And actually,
Mickey
Dobby
D.
is a free elf. Mickey D is a free elf. Now, love Mickey D.
Oh,
Mickey D is the patron saint of Ireland. Mickey D is the best thing to come out of Ireland since the fucking...
The patron saint of free elves.
The patron saint of... I love him.
That could be the name of the bonus pod.
Patron saint of free elves.
Yeah.
Michael D is a free elf.
Nicely.
No, we're not mocking that Michael D.
Oh,
He's
no,
the
but
absolute queen at the gig.
The very, very much.
I think Michael D should be president of Ireland. But like...
Sabina Carpenter? Isn't his wife Sabina? I could be wrong. No?
Michael D's wife is called Sabina.
Is it? Sabina Carpenter?
That would be weirdly...
Or is that... What's the other one called? The little hokey pokey singer.
I remember his dog died and we were in Panty Bar and we found out and I was absolutely heartbroken.
We all knew where we were. It was like when the 9/11 happened.
I remember where it was when Michael D's dog
died.
Devastated.
I haven't cried harder over some people that died.
That was a big one.
Reindeer are better than people.
Where were you when the second tower hit?
Sabina. I'm pretty sure her name is Sabina. Who's the little hokey pokey singer that all the L ones love?
Sabina Carpenter.
From the country. The fella. Irish fella singer.
Why are you saying his name was Sabina?
No, his wife's called Sabina.
Oh, Daniel O'Donnell or something?
Daniel O'Donnell.
Sabina O'Donnell?
Deep friend of the pod. Is that her name? No. Someone's Sabina.
Sabina, come on the pod.
Sabina the Teenage Witch. Will the real Sabina please stand up? I'm getting me wires crossed here, girls, boys.
So you should do Daniel O'Donnell numbers as Sabina Carpenter.
The very much. But I could have
sworn
in the
style of Sabrina Carpenter.
Our first lady was Sabina, wasn't it?
No, was that not Mary McAleese, Mom?
No, well, she's the president. No, the first lady is...
Oh, I thought you meant the first lady president.
Not
was she the first lady president?
No, I think it was Mary Robinson, maybe? Or who was before Mary Robinson?
Mrs. Robinson.
Pretty sure there was someone before Mary Robinson. Could be wrong. That's my own business. But Sabina Carpenter...
I sang for one of them once in primary school.
Oh, stop messing with me.
Yeah, she walked in to visit the primary school and I had to stand in front of the little receptionist office and sing and it was real awkward and I was just like, no.
So you caused the trouble?
I entered the trouble. I said God loved him to picture enough.
Talk about that.
Let's have that conversation.
That conversation. Yeah, nice.
Getting troubles, Mary.
Sinn Féin Fáil.
Sinn Féin Fáil.
It's around the business.
Tinfoil. Tinfoil hat.
The Tin Man.
Full circle.
Nice way.
Dancing through the Oireachtas.
If I only had a shot. Oh my god, let's start a forest fire.
We ran into a road bump. I just couldn't think of that there.
Not me either. Let's start a forest fire.
We backed our way into a corner from which we could not escape.
Imagine me brown breaded from me starting forest fires in your gap.
I'd be devastated. Although, no walk anymore.
Nice way. No, listen, I can't afford to die at this early stage
Do you ever
of my
think
career.
sometimes, don't wake up?
So, if you've been affected by this episode, we're going to call the Samaritans live on the pod. So, this just in from the Peanut Gallery. Mickey D's wife, the First Lady, is actually called Sabina. Sabina Coyne. Get that coin, mama. Oh, Sabina Carpenter. That could... And here's me sucking Sabina Carpenter dry for the last 7 weeks.
Sabina makes it better, like the Irish
version. She makes quite an impression. Listen, Oris, right up me Oris Neutron.
Oh my God. Frankly, Minister.
Amhrán Lavigne. I told you that story, didn't I? That me Auntie Anne, shout out Auntie Anne, deep friend of the pod. She used to call Avril Lavigne. Because me and my sister Natalie, shout out Natalie, deep friend of the pod, we went to see Avril Lavigne in concert. And
was it the clown or the real one?
That's a very good question. I don't know. More at 6.
Attack of the Clowns.
But me Auntie Anne was like, did you go see your one? Who? Amhrán Lavigne. You know your one. But that's a great drag name, isn't it?
Yeah, Amhrán Lavigne. Like,
Lavigne.
if you did, especially a bit of trad music and drag.
The very much.
Amhrán Lavigne. Somebody plays.
I gave you a laugh, and I don't know if I was talking about this on the pod, so you'll have to let me know if I did. We went to see that concert. The Jonas Brothers were the opening act of Avril Lavigne, or Amhrán Lavigne, deep friend of the pod, in the RDS Arena. Me and my sister Natalie went. And we didn't know a lot about the Jonas Brothers at the time. It was before they were huge. It was before the Disney Channel. They were singing mostly cover songs. But we weren't a big fan of them at the time. We later became massive fans of them. Yeah. But they were the opening act. And at one point, we were right up at the barrier. I remember because we got there so early because we were deep fans of Amhrán Lavigne. And then we were right up the barrier. And this album was They Were Kids. And she was like, child people shouldn't be allowed in the pit. We're like,
ableism.
The very much. Who's having that conversation?
Just because I'm able to reach the top.
Well, here comes the Joe Bros coming out with their, like, this was around the time.
So she said, what's the problem, maybe?
The very much, no, it was around the time of, it was around the time of the promise rings. They used to tie the Mickeys together and wear the promise rings, so they promised they wouldn't have sex before marriage. Okay. It was a Disney Channel thing, but anyway, it's around this time, but before
Disney. It's a bit culty, it's a bit.
The very much. But we were like looking at like, who are these fucking idiots?
Rings wide shit.
Real. And they were all over each other and they were in real tight clothes and you could see all the bulges and they were rubbing up against each other and we were a bit uncomfortable. At one point, Joe Jonas takes a bottle of water, downs it and goes and spits it all over us. We get drinks. Joe Jonas spat on us.
That is not COVID compliant.
The very much. But at the time we were disgusted. We were like, who does he think he is? Spitting all he spat water. But now when we tell the story, we're like, Joe Jonas spat on me. Now we think it's hot.
Now you're saying I'm not that girl.
I'm not the ass. No, but now it's very cuntily and we're like, oh my god, Joe Jonas. Like, spit on me, Joe! Spit on me! As in like,
that was the Joe Jonas.
Very much, yeah. But like, she was like, spit on me, Joe!
That was Sabina. Teddy man.
Listen, that's their own business. But we were like, we used to
joke like... Is his wife Sabina as well?
No, is she a Game of Thrones actress?
That's around, isn't it?
Oh, that's wrong. Also, again, is she had another time? But yeah, it was like, spit on me, Joe! And we were disgusted at the time, but then we rewired our brains. And we were like, you know what?
Chemistry.
We are no longer disgusted by this.
We have decided. The council has decided.
We have convened.
Yeah.
The very much.
The chancellor has decided.
And even like on my Hinge and stuff, when I'd be doing like two truths and a lie, the very much I'd be like, Joe Jonas spat on me, and it's true. He spat all over me.
You should go on like the red chair when he's on Grindr and be like, you spat on me, you cunt.
Yeah, do it again.
Nah.
Anything.
I told her to cunt, but now I'm into it. So say more about him or more about you?
But it goes to show how nothing can... Well, it just means it
was
is
very Jim Henson of you.
Well, listen, I do have a hand up me, but that's my own business. He's working me like Herbert the Frog. Oh my god, he could have at least spat on it first. That's my own business. And but it's funny how something can happen, and the events haven't changed, but the narrative over time, with new information and new perspectives, it becomes like, it's like when something is problematic or isn't problematic, and later becomes problematic in hindsight. But this was like the opposite. It was problematic, and it became absolutely acceptable to be spat on by Joe Jonas. So this was my traumatic story.
Speaking of celebrities spitting on your face, I have an untraumatic story.
Nice.
I was at this thing years ago called, it was a Castlepalooza. It was this like music festival, but kind of indie music festival down there. Nice. Because I'm not your average girl. I'm cookery. So it was this like indie music festival that we went to.
Nice.
Anyway, and the Rubber Bandits were playing at it.
I remember them.
And it was a horse outside, fucking, what's the one? Yeah, man's a cunt, but basically that's it. Anyway, they were doing everything. As I was messing. And now, full circle moment, I love the, Blind Boys podcast.
Yes.
It's fucking...
I haven't heard it, but...
top tier. He'll nearly put you to... The way it's fucking deadly. And he talks about everything. Oh my God, it's like you feel so intelligent listening to him.
She's eloquent.
Yeah, eloquent.
Articulate.
Eloquent dwelling. Anyway, now that we're both such giant Irish podcasters,
The very much.
I can reveal this to you. But I was right up the front for their show. And like one of their bits before a song is to go, hey, that's your man. And they find somebody else. But I was right up the front. And obviously I was giving Dolly Parton at the gig. The hair was hairing. And so I think the light, I was probably the biggest fucking thing they saw and went, is that your man? I got picked anyway for this little bit. So I'm up at the thing and the two of them come over and start like basically call me a cunt. Love her.
What did you do?
I was just your man. And then anyway the song started and he got into, he was like standing up over me, he got into me face, like his nose was pressed on my nose and he was roaring and shouting the song into me face.
Nice.
And he was all spitting in me face. But I was like, this is such a moment. This is an iconic Irish culture moment. And I just didn't move because I didn't really know what to, I really didn't know what to fucking do. And do you ever see his eyes? He has the most gorgeous, big, fucking colourful. Oh my God, you want to see his eyes? That's the only thing you ever do. Say, no, mega. Anyway, that was all well and good. And the show ended. It was a fucking great show. And there was this like famous castle on the land where the festival was.
There is a castle on us.
And he went over to go into it, bag on, and but he walked over with. Let's just put it this way. He walked over with some people who were noticeable because the only age group there. So I was thinking, they're obviously something to do with him. Anyway, he went in, they did a tour of the castle. It wasn't very fucking big. It took probably 5 minutes. And I was just waiting outside the castle. There was a couple of people standing around, but no crowds around. And I was just going to go, you spat me face at your concert, can at least get a fucking picture?
Yeah.
And there actually was a great picture sent to me email. I must see if I can find it. An actual photographer took, and he's here in my face. And I'm just like,
I love that. Yeah,
I must have a look for it. But anyway, he came back out with the same noticeable people and he didn't have his mask on, so he was obviously trying to do it, you know. Your man's a cunt over there. He was trying to do that. So I could have went, Mama, clock the spook. And I just
because she was out of drag.
She was obviously trying to.
She was out of drag.
Yeah, she was out of drag. So I just didn't. I was like, he went in, ripped his bag off. That was gender. So I just let him leave without asking for a photo because I'm just so nice like that. But that was great.
So nice.
And he spat me face, and I didn't mind at the time, and I still don't mind.
Listen,
if that's the price I pay for the pod, that's the price I pay.
I would never kink shame you to your face.
Nice. The mask met the killer.
The killer. Speaking of Dolly Parton, her husband died.
Speaking of the killer, Dolly did it. God love him. What was he, 82?
Oh, was he? And she released a song about him then.
Little Carol. Carol is your man from Up.
Oh, very sad.
In Another World.
I saw a video of... I saw a video on YouTube. Dollywood has reopened for its 40th year. And Dolly Parton showed up. Go. I would love to go.
We should do a travel vlog.
What we need...
Dollywood.
But can we go when she's there? So I think she goes to the opening of every year. I'm hoping she goes every year. But there was a video, someone went to Dollywood for the opening of the 40th season because it doesn't open all year round. So it was the start of the season and they had like a little press conference where she came in and she had a little speech and Carol's only brown bread 5 minutes. Rick and Mortis hasn't sat in and she's back to work.
Yeah, but she's a busy girl.
She's a busy woman. Sabina Carpenter.
She's working 9 to 5.
And the fucking rest plus that. And whatchamacallit, so she's done a little speech. She does a performance, singing a song about being yourself and all this message. And then she goes and then she does a parade. She's like the Grand Marshal of the parade in Dollywood.
My coat of many colours.
But I'd love to go to Dollywood. She does a speech, she gets a song, and then she does a parade. And then you go on all the rides.
You're going to have Grinderland? That sounds like a nightclub in Berlin. Well, welcome into Grindland.
But I would love to open a bar someday, following in Pantalina's footsteps, because you know the way around they call it like the Panty Quarter, and there's like Panty Bar, there's Penny Lane, and then obviously just down a little bit from us we've Street 66, and then there's the George. I'd love to do like an Ariana bar somewhere in that area to just build up that gay quarter.
Ariana's place.
You know what I mean? But you know the way they have like Soho in London. If we had
Yeah, we definitely need more gay night establishments.
Oh, 100% someday I would be. You know the way, well, Trixie had her bar.
R.I.P. I only heard
Brown bread.
from Miss Lauren from the pod that was closing down.
Yeah.
Since why?
This is it.
Since why?
It's called This Is It. And it's brown bread. This is it.
This is the Trixie coming out to the audio. This is really it. These will be the final show performances in London. This is really it. This is it. See you in July.
She never did.
Totally.
And on that note, I'm teen pop sensation Ariana Grindr, also known as Neville.
And I loved to her. At the million.
And you're listening to and watching
Glamazon
Prime for a very special bonus video episode.
Ooh, thank you. See you in July.
That was good.
Let's do another.
Yeah.